this the topic is the difference between Node versus Express. Okay, so there are so many confusion that Node and Express are basically for server side programming language. Yes, they are basically for server side programming language, but uh, which have to be used, either we have to use Node or we have to use Express. Okay, so in this class I'm just focused on the main difference between Node versus Express. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first, that is the Node. Okay, so what actually the Node is? So Node is an open source cross platform runtime environment. Okay, basically the students are very confused that how we can execute our JavaScript on outside the browser. Basically, we generally execute our JavaScript in the browser, because initially the JavaScript language is considered as client-side programming language. So how we can execute our JavaScript on server side? Okay, so the answer is Node.js. Node.js help us to execute our JavaScript program outside the browser. Okay, generally हम हमेशा अपने JavaScript के कोड को ब्राउजर के अंदर ही एग्जीक्यूट करते थे, but now with the power of Node, we can execute our JavaScript program outside the browser. Okay, it means we don't need to open the browser, go to the console area, then execute the commands. We can also execute our JavaScript outside the browser. So it is a runtime environment. So you need to remember that Node.js is not a framework and not a programming language. Okay, ना ये कोई प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज है, ना ही कोई फ्रेमवर्क है. ओके, सो इट इज बेसिकली अ एनवायरनमेंट. एक एनवायरनमेंट है जहां पर हम अपने जावास्क्रिप्ट के कोड को एग्जीक्यूट कर सकते हैं. ओके, नाउ वी ऑफन यूज नोड.जेएस फॉर बिल्डिंग बैकएंड सर्विसेज. ठीक है, और हम नोड.जेएस का यूज करेंगे बैकएंड सर्विसेज बनाने के लिए, लाइक एपीआईज, web application, mobile application. Okay, and it is basically used by the large companies like PayPal, Uber, Netflix, Walmart, and so on. Okay, so that is the benefit of using Node.js, that we can execute our JavaScript code without using a browser. Okay, I think we should first check how we can execute it. Okay, so for that I'm just take to you to the VS Code editor. Okay, let me open that. Okay, so here let me create a new file here. Okay, so I'm just writing it named as uh, node.js execution.js file. Okay, I named it as JS because it is a JavaScript. Okay, now suppose we have const number equals to 10. Okay, and I'm just comparing that number. Is it greater than or less than 10 or not? Okay, so I'm just writing if the number is less than 10. Okay, it means I just want to console. Okay, I want to just for the console. So console is number is greater. Okay, number is greater. Else we are just writing console dot log that number is smaller. Okay, now this is a JavaScript code, and I'm going to execute this JavaScript code outside the browser. I'm directly execute this code here in this VS Code editor. Okay, so how we can execute it? I'm just opening the console here. Okay, the terminal here. Okay, and just write node and the name of the file. Okay, and the name of the file is node.js.js. Okay, when I click on the enter button, now you will see the number is small. Number is smaller. Oh, how it is smaller? It is if the number is less than 10. number is greater. Oh, sorry. If yeah, okay. Now I'm just saving the code and let's execute it again. Okay, number is greater. I just use some different operator now. Okay, so number is greater. Suppose the number is 9. Okay, and I'm going to save the code and execute the code again. Number is smaller. Okay, see, the entire JavaScript is executing outside the browser. It is not a browser, it is a editor. Okay, and this is a console, so it means I'm directly executing our JavaScript code outside the browser. Okay, I'm executing the code in the terminal, so it means Node help us to execute the JavaScript code. Okay, and this is the same way we are using JavaScript to execute our to create our server-side programming language. We can create web API, we can create mobile application, okay, with the help of JavaScript. Now JavaScript is no longer only be a client-side programming language. Okay, we can execute the JavaScript anywhere. Okay, now let us talk about Express. What is Express? Okay, so Express is a small framework that sits on the top of Node. Okay, that sits on a top of Node for web server functionality to simplify its API and add helpful new features. So it means the Express hai, that is also a part of Node. Okay, it sits on the top of Node, means it will provide all the features that will also provided by the Node. Okay, so it makes it easier to organize your application because of its functionality that it can use as a middleware or as a routing. Okay, now I think you know what is routing. With the help of routing, we can point to different routes and execute our functions. Okay, but middleware, it act as a middleware. Okay, like we can put all the we can put the code into different parts. Like we can create a MVC based application. Like we put the data in the model part, we can put the logic in the controller part, and we can put the template in the view part. Okay, so it is easier. Express allows us to create an MVC based application. It is not possible with the help of Node because Node doesn't provide you any middleware and the routing facility. Okay, because Node only provide the HTTP services, HTTP object. You can perform server side scripting with the help of HTTP objects. Okay, so Express also adds helpful utility to the Node.js HTTP object. So it means it allows us to also work as a server-side programming language. Okay. Now it also facilitates us rendering of dynamic HTTP objects. Okay, it means we can reduce the code of uh, executing our different dynamic routes with the help of Express.js. Okay, I will explain all these things with the help of practically with the help of an example. Okay, so this is basically an Express. Okay, let's talk about more about Node versus Express. So I have created a table for you that will easily to explain what is the actual difference between Node.js and Express. Okay, now the first thing we are having features, we have Node, we have Express. So let's talk about the usage. So the Node.js is basically used to build server-side input, output, and event-driven application. Okay. So Express, it is also used to build web apps using the approaches and the principle of Node.js. So it means the Express works similar to the Node. Works similar to the Node. So we can also create server-side application. We can also create some event-driven application. Okay. So Express is Node almost similar. Now, level of features. Because Node.js works on the works for executing just the JavaScript files. But with Express, we can perform some advanced features that cannot be done with the help of Node.js. Okay, I will talk about these things in the coming. So basically, what is Node.js? Node.js is built on Google V8 engine because our JavaScript files are executing by the Chrome V8 engine that is a part of browser. So the developer used that V8 engine to execute JavaScript file outside the browser. Okay. So Node.js is built on Google V8 engine, whereas Express is built on Node.js because Express extends its functionality from the node. Okay. Now, next is Node.js is written in C, C++, and JavaScript, whereas the Express is entirely written in JavaScript. Okay. Now, framework and platform. Node.js is only a runtime environment. Okay, it's not a framework or any programming language. It is basically a environment, or we can say that it's a platform designed for server-side execution of JavaScript. Okay, whereas Express is a framework based on Node.js. Okay, now controllers. So I've already told you that we divide, we manage our application with help of MVC, that is model view controller. So at that time, Node.js doesn't support the controllers part, but Express have that controller. So it means we can put the logic in the entire logic of the application into a separate folders, and we generally use them and execute our the entire application. So that is controller. So we can use controllers. We can put our logic part into controllers. Okay, routing. Routing is not provided by the node. Okay, so we need to write a lot of code in order to make some routes. Okay, whereas in Express we can perform routing very easily. Okay, middleware. So doesn't use such a provision in Node. We don't have at that time. We don't have any provision of middlewares, but in Express we can use middleware for the arrangement of functionality systematically server side. Okay, so we can use middleware. We can use some additional features in order to make our application code complexity can be reduced. Okay, now the coding time. So it requires more code in order to execute our server-side programming, server-side application, whereas the Express having the less code as compared to the node. Okay, I will show you. I will show you the entire thing. Like if we are going to create any routing application with the help of node, then what will be the code? If we are writing the same application with the help of Express, then it will definitely having the less code. Okay, let's talk about that code. Okay, so I'm having an application. See, I'm having application where I'm creating a server in Node, and also try to add some routes so that we can perform some additional activity. Okay, see, creating routing code is little bit complex. As I already told you, there is no routing concept. Okay, so see, initially we need to uh, require a module that is HTTP, because we need to perform server-side scripting language. So HTTP is a module that is a part of Node. Okay, because Node provide these HTTP services so that we can perform some client server kind of application. So okay, so here we are using require HTTP module. So we are importing the HTTP module into our application. Then we are creating a server with this HTTP module. So const server equals to HTTP dot create server. So we are creating the server using the HTTP module. Okay, and every server having two main parameters, two main we can say that arguments that will be used for getting the request and creating the response. So this is an arrow function. Okay, so and I'm getting a request and response object. Okay, as an argument, and at the same time we are also trying to uh, make different routes. So whatever the request.url means, whatever the route, whatever the resource the client is looking for, it will be stored into this URL reference. Okay, so request.url is whatever the resource that client is looking for, it's stored in URL reference. Okay, in URL reference. Now, if the URL triple equals to slash, it means I'm looking for the home route. At that time, the response dot write have to be HTML, head In the head we have title, and in the response dot write in the body part we are just writing hello from Node.js server, and restful I'm closing the HTML, and then return response dot end. We are stopping our response. It means we need to send the entire response back to the client when the user try to hit the slash. Okay. Now, similarly, if we want to create some another route, see, I'm creating another route about. So at that time, again, we need to write the same code with the different response, and we have to write the entire thing. So we are every time we are comparing our URL with the respective route. Okay, so it means we need to write the entire code. Okay, now in last we have set up a port where your application will listen from the server. Okay, so server dot listen 8081. Okay, so I'm using 8081 port, so you can use any port you want for your server side application, because we are making our local host for handling the server request. So we are using, so we can listen on any port. So here I'm listening at 8081 port. Okay, now console.log, then server listening or port 81. Okay, I will execute these things. Okay, so let me open that same application. Okay, so yeah, just I'm getting there. Okay, so I'm just opening this application into the node. Okay, so here I have created this index.js. Okay, this is almost the same code. See, const http, we are requiring the module, we are set up the server, we are handling the request. If the request is for the home route, and if the request is about route, we are sending the response back to the user, and we are listening our server at this particular port. Okay, now let's execute this application. For that for in order to execution, I have to open the console and just write application, that is index.js. Okay, listening on port 80. Now it means we have to go to that port, and we will get see, for that I'm just opening the Chrome, and here I'm just writing localhost, and the port will be 8081, because we have set up the server on this particular port. Okay, now I'm requesting for this home route. Okay, I'm requesting for this home route. Okay, now when I press the enter key, this response will be sent back to the server, sent back to the client. Okay, the HTML, that title will be Beta Labs, hello from the Node.js server. This will be printed onto the screen. Okay, let's see. So I'm pressing the enter key, and see, hello from Node.js server. This is the same response I'm getting here. I'm also getting here the title as Beta Labs. Okay, the title is at Beta Labs. So I'm getting the response from the server. Okay, now if I'm looking for this about route, so I'm just go here and just write about. Okay, see, after the about route, I'm pressing this I'm requesting this URL, and that time the server returns me Beta Labs Node.js. Okay, so let's see. I'm going there and press enter. See, Beta Labs Node.js. So it means we are getting the response back from the server. Okay, so it means because the server is already running on 8081, whatever the request we are requesting to the server, the server always return data within the form of response back to the client. Okay, now, so this is basically a node based application where I set up Node for handling our server side programming language. Now let's talk about the Express, how the same code will be happen in the Express. Okay, so let's move to the slide. Okay, now see, I'm writing same code, almost similar code for the Express. So it means the logic is the same. Like we are getting the request to the home route, we are getting the request for the about route, and now this application created with the help of Express server. Now see, for the Express, you need to install Express package onto your application. So I will discuss about how to execute, how to install Express on the node. Okay, but here I'm just trying to execute the things. I'm trying to explain the difference between node and Express. Okay, see, here const Express require Express. So we are talking to the node that I need this Express. I need to implement Express. So just import the Express module. Okay, so that require will basically import Express module for this application. Okay, now we are set up our application. We are initializing our application using app equals to Express. So it means we are creating an application that are based on Express. Okay, now see how easy we can write our route. See, in the previous code, we need to write if URL equals to slash, then we have to create a response, then we have to end the response. And similarly, we again checking whether it will be for another route. So again, we are using the if condition. But here, you just see, we just write app, whatever the application dot get is basically a method. Okay, and we're just passing the slash here. Okay, we are not comparing like that. Now if URL this here, we are just getting if the user, if the server will request for this home route, then the server will send some request, will send some response. So I just write a response dot send. So hello from Express server. So we need to write only a single line of statement instead of writing a big 4-5 lines of statements. So see, we can write that's two line of code only for the Express. Okay, so here I'm just if the server is getting this home route request, so it will send the response dot send this. Similarly, we are also I'm also handling the about route. So if the server will get the about route, and then it will send the response beta labs express.js. Okay, see, we need only we write only 4 lines of code. Here we need to write line near about 10 to 12 lines of code. Okay, so see, the code is dynamically code is extra reduced here. So it will reduce the complexity of the code. At the same time, it's doing the same thing. It performs the routing. Okay, so we are asking for the about route, and server will send a response. And see, we are doing the same thing, app.listen. So app is our application, and I'm listening to the application and 8080 port. Okay, and server is listening on port 8. So the code is almost similar. We need require module, we initialize the Express application, and we are listening our application on particular port, that is 8080. Okay, you can set any port. Okay, I'm setting at 8080 port. Okay, now let's see how we can execute this code on our VS code. Okay, so we have also set up an server.js. Okay, I'm talking about how we can implement, but here I'm just only telling you the main difference. So in the next class, I will talk more about how to set up your Express application. Okay, now see, here we are requiring the Express module. So we are set up here. Now how to execute this code? For that, I'm again opening the terminal, but now I'm uh, opening the another PowerShell. Okay, and here I'm just writing node name of the application as set up as server.js. Okay, so when I click on the enter key, see, server started at listening on port 8080. Now we have to again go to the browser, and now I have to listen an 8080 port. I have to click on 8080. Okay, now once I click, or it will automatically goes to the home route, because home route is automatically getting. So I have to write slash, so again it will be going to the same route. See, hello from Express.js server. I think we have written the same thing here. Hello from Express.js server. Okay, and so this is your home route. If we are looking for the about route, so beta labs Express.js. I think we have written the same thing. Okay, so it means the code complexity is reduced. Uh, okay, understand, class? So here I'm just trying to make the difference between how Node and how the Express behave. So in case of Node, we need to write some more code because Node is just providing the environment. Okay, even though it has some HTTP objects that can perform the server side scripting language, but it have a limited features. It has a limited features of handling the request. But on the other side, Express has a lot of features to handle the things. Like even though we can also use some engines that will template engines that will also create some response, created the response back to the client. Okay, so we can perform a variety of things that we will definitely look in the coming classes. Okay, so class, this is basically uh, about the difference between Node versus Express.